This episode of Trestle Tactics is proudly presented by Gordon Foodservice.
Welcome to Trestle Tactics, a tips from Trestle short. We wanted to know what's going to make our podcasts more valuable to you. And the answers were simple. You want easy to implement tactics and strategies that will let you create an outstanding experience around your senior living food and hospitality programming. So let's dive in right now on today's Trestle Tactics. Welcome back to Trestle Tactics. This week, once more, we're continuing this great series on lean thinking and operational excellence with our partners over at Gordon Foodservice. This week, we're going to be listening in on Nancy Rhodes and Molly Armstrong's conversation about how they can streamline business efficiency and make your operations run more cost-effective and much smoother. So take it away, ladies.
Hello and welcome. We are diving in more on tips and strategies to streamline business efficiency and make our operations run more cost effective and much smoother. I'm Nancy Rhodes. I'm the non-commercial business solutions specialist with Gordon Foodservice for the South region. I cover Florida and the Southeast divisions. And it's my pleasure today to be joined by my colleague, Molly Armstrong. Molly?
Hey, Nancy. It's great to be here today. So as Nancy said, my name is Molly Armstrong. I am also a non-commercial business solution specialist and a registered dietitian. But today we're going to be talking about efficient purchasing and inventory management. So this is a crucial area for any food service operator, whether you're in retail, hospitality, or senior dining. This is an area of focus.
Efficient inventory management can reveal a lot of hidden problems that we're just not aware of, but we're wondering why we just can't achieve the designated bottom line or PPD that we're striving for. By having efficiency inventory management, it can save us not only money, but time. And who is not having labor issues this day and age? Let's start to see how this works. And one key point is paying very close attention to actions that your team is taking when they're doing inventory and looking for product and supply.
I so agree, Nancy. Observing your team's actions is a great place to start when you're trying to uncover where we have some inefficiencies or waste. When we're talking about waste, that's anything that does not add value. So, for instance, you might notice your team members kind of frequently searching for the right product in storage. They're walking back and forth, or maybe they're waiting for others to bring them ingredients, or perhaps someone's kind of hoarding all of their ingredients at their station. So these are all red flags indicating some inefficiencies. So Nancy, do you want to talk to us about, some other ways you might notice these or what we should do when we see these things?
Well, when you notice these issues, remember Timwood, TIMWOOD. We've spoken about Timwood and the 7 ways identified by that acronym on a previous tips from Trestle, but let's do a quick review. The 7 ways are transport, inventory, motion, waiting, overproduction, overprocessing, and defects. Timwood. Use that acronym to try to pinpoint where is my waste area. And then secondly, apply the 5 why. Asking why to drill down to the root cause of why I'm having this deficit. Timwood, 7 ways, 5 whys. Molly?
Perfect. I love those 2 toolkits, the 7 ways and the 5 whys. They're easy to remember, and it makes it easy to implement some of these changes and continuous improvement practices with your team. So if you see someone searching for the right product in storage, ask why it's so hard to find. If the storage is unorganized or items are labeled incorrectly, keep asking why until you get to that root cause so we can really cut off these inefficiencies at the root and make some change to be able to move forward with a better process.
Let's dive into some specific areas to look at. So grab your pencil. Searching for the right product in storage. Are our team members spending a lot of time moving items on the shelf to try to find what they need, similar to what I do in my kitchen, which is not time efficient? Secondly, are your team members waiting for others to bring ingredients? Do we need a better process in terms of our recipe preparation? Are our team members spending excess time deciding on product and the amounts to order? We're going to talk a little bit more about inventory efficiency in just a minute. Are we throwing out excess inventory that has gone bad or expired? That means we're throwing dollars into the trash. And are we questioning what we're serving and if we're running short on items? Again, is this a problem that we need to drill down from an inventory and ordering standpoint? Just some specific areas to hone in on with your team. Molly?
So true. Those are all more common than I think we'd like to think. But these are all signs that your purchasing and inventory process might need a little review. So how do you fix it? It's pretty easy to spot and identify the problems. But once you've identified those areas where you might have some hidden expenses, how can we create some cost saving solutions? So Nancy, do you have any tips for that?
There's nothing quite like taste to take you home. When flavors bring you back to county fairs, and sweetness incites stories of fresh fruits and farmers markets. Whether it's the bold notes of a big city or the rich profile of a coastal getaway, Gordon Choice regional favorites taste like home.
Some solutions could include having a standard order guide. If your purchasing manager is on vacation this week and the substitute manager who is filling in needs to place an order, by having that standard order guide with par levels, doing a walkthrough of your coolers and storeroom ahead of time, knowing how much is on hand, what's my par level, and I have a standard order guide, much more efficient, time saver, and we're going to have what we need on the truck for next week's menu. Molly?
Yeah, that's a great tip. And something else to consider is maybe checking your ordering system. So at Gordon Food Service, we have under the product, it'll show you how much we have in inventory. So there might have been some bad habits that arose during COVID when there was a little bit of product scarcity and some over purchasing and overstocking of shelves. So we really want to get away from that mentality. And that can be kind of a comforting notion to see that there's plenty of stock. You're going to be good to go. You don't need to over order. Just order what you need to keep on hand.
And are our teams using standardized recipes and production sheets? By following standardized recipes and production sheets, we know that we've ordered and done our forecasting to have the groceries on hand to fulfill the needs that we have without having a lot on the shelf.
Absolutely. So some other things to think about are technology solutions. We live in a world where there is technology for everything, and it can create some great shortcuts and efficiencies for us. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about some of our technology solutions at Gordon Food Service. So we have several tools, one of which I already mentioned, our Gordon ordering platform, which shows you, case quantities. It shows you what's in inventory, makes it really easy to be able to repurchase or reorder items that you have before. And as Nancy mentioned, this can also be a place where you really streamline that order guide and make sure you only have in there the products that you need, not, 10 bacons and 15 chicken breasts, you just have what you need. Gordon inventory is another great tool to kind of piggyback upon that. So you can have your par level set up to ensure that you only are ordering what you need. You're not getting into that over ordering mentality. Another piece of the puzzle, Gordon cycle menu management. So if you don't have a menu management system in place, this is a really great foundational place to start. So we have our cycle menu management program that has 5-week cycle menus for our senior living customers. You can also utilize Gordon Culinary Pro if you're not in need of a cycle menu, but you really need a place to organize your recipes and ensure that you have your standardized recipes in place. Gordon Culinary Pro is a great option. And you can also even upload videos for how-to videos if you have new staff members so they can easily click on that and see how to prepare a recipe. So some great options and great technology solution.
And automating your processes can help with efficiency and reduce human error. So think about automation and talk to your GFS customer representative of possible solutions that may work for you and your community.
Absolutely. And speaking of these kind of time-saving pieces, organized storage is one last piece we wanted to hit on. So monitor your shelving layout, ensure that products are easy to identify. This is an area where we have, partners in this space who can kind of come in and say, this is the most efficient way to lay out your cooler or your freezer. We're going to help you with the right shelving, the right containers to really kind of cut out any of that time wasting inventory piece that can come about sometimes when store areas get a little disorganized. So don't hesitate to ask the Gordon Food Service sales representative for ideas on organizing your storeroom, your cooler, your freezer. We've got you covered in that space.
Great idea, Molly. Let me summarize. If you have efficient purchasing and you have efficient inventory management, it may seem daunting, but once you have it down under your belt, time saving and dollar saving. Think about these solutions that can help you and reduce weight. Molly?
Absolutely. That's spot on, Nancy. And we thank you all for tuning in to Tips from Trestle. We hope these tips help you streamline your operation and boost your profit.
And on behalf of Molly and myself and Gordon Food Service, until next time, keep striving for efficiency. Have a great day.
Molly and Nancy, thanks so much for sharing your insight and experiences on this topic as we continue to explore lean thinking and operational excellence. Everyone, thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we look forward to having you once again on Trestle Tactics. We'll see you next time. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Trestle Tactics. Be sure to like and subscribe on any of our channels, YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you listen to us. Also, be sure to follow us on any of your social media channels at Tips from Trestle. Well, thanks for joining us on this episode of Trestle Tactics.